Hey, this is Rick Seaman from Fragworld, coming day 3 of PAX EAST 2012. I have 2 of our employees from Funcom here working on the Secret World. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Tor and Erling. I'm the Junior Communications Manager.
I'm Erling Ellingson. I'm the Director of Communications at Funcom.
Nice to meet you guys. We have a few questions from the community, but first tell us a little bit about your game.
Yep. Well, the Secret World is a massively multiplayer online game. The twist is that it's set in a real world. So you can go to New England, you go to London, New York, Transylvania, Egypt, real world locations. But of course there's a twist to that as well, and the twist is there that everything is true. All the legends, myths, conspiracy theories, everything is true. You know, Stonehenge is a source of magic. Bigfoot exists. You actually get to meet Bigfoot in the game and do missions for him. Loch Ness Monster is real. You know, vampires, werewolves. It's all true, and that's what truly sets the Secret World apart. That and the fact that there's no classes and no levels, so you can. It's a very, very free and open-ended gaming experience.
So you're telling me Bigfoot gives you missions? He can talk?
You'll have to find that out for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, and then I have a few questions from the community. We have a listing of the first one we want to talk about was how was the testing going, and any changes you guys have made recently due to the testing feedback.
Yeah, we're a lot of players are in the beta, and we're seeing a lot of small tweaks here and there we got to do. But and the feedback is very good. Getting a lot of feedback on game abilities, stuff like that. So we're all the time trying to balance our game systems, trying to make if something is a bit too hard to understand, complicated, we ease it up a bit. So we're getting a lot of good feedback and doing a lot of small tweaks here and there.
And one of the really cool things is that, I mean, we've polled our beta testers and we asked them what they think about the game and so on, of course. And a really cool thing is that 9 out of 10 of them are telling us that they want to play the game when it launches, and that's a great number for a beta, we think. And the feedback is amazing, so we're very happy.
All right, we have another question here. Do you guys have plans for a flight path or teleportation system in order to fast travel around the game world?
Well, fast travel is done through the Hollow Earth.
Okay.
So you enter into Agartha, which is inside the Earth, and you can follow paths which take you to locations around the Secret World. But you also have every player can teleport into Agartha from any playfield, so they can travel and then they can choose where to go. So traveling around will be fun.
All right, so you have a nice like hub system kind of system. Speaking of hubs, I know, do you have any plans for new city hubs to be coming out soon?
New city, you mean more than the ones we have? I mean, right now we have London, New York, and Seoul, and that's what we're launching with. And definitely, I mean, the possibilities are endless for after launch. And we do have certain post-launch plans, and we have a storyline that has been crafted to go well beyond launch. And that ties into other areas of the world, of our own real world, but we're not ready to reveal that yet.
All right, fair enough. All right, and then what will be customizable on your character, and what will involve microtransactions?
Well, of course, you build your own unique character through abilities, but also the way you look. So clothes are completely cosmetic. And so the gear you wear doesn't define how you look, just the clothes you choose. Okay. So microtransactions will be that sort of cosmetic stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's very important. I mean, the in-game store that we're going to have. I mean, it's not going to give you additional power. It's not going to give you a power advantage. It's nice to have and cosmetic stuff that we're selling in that store.
Yeah. I personally don't like pay-to-win schemes. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to play against that. So.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. And, so the buff fights, I have one very specific question from one of the users, so it might be a little bit too out there, we're going to see. So he has a concern. So boss fights, since many skills rely on a hindered or impaired status to be effective, what is your plan when most bosses are normally immune to these effects?
Yeah, it's completely accurate. You can't be knocking down bosses all the time, seeing them sprawled on the ground so that everybody can hit them and they're helpless. But these abilities will in no way be useless, because the boss is still in an impaired state. He's still in a hindered state. So all your other abilities that depend on those states, they still work. So if you're gonna do a critical hit on an impaired monster, it's still gonna do a critical hit on the boss. You're just not gonna send him flying across the ground,
He's not actually gonna be stuck to the ground like everybody else.
It will not be useless in any way.
Okay, good to know. Well, thanks guys for spending the time with us. So when does the game come out?
June 19, and but if you pre-order the game now, you can already start playing on May 11th. as we're doing this, we're doing beta weekend starting May 11th, almost every weekend up until launch. So that's your chance to play the game over a month before it launches, actually.
Wow. And then they'll still be doing beta, so even feedback then will be pretty useful?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely. And also, I mean, we're going to be bringing in, tons of people into those beta weekends. So it's going to be a great way for us to also, test the server capacities and load balancing and all of that. But I mean, at the same time, we've been doing MMOs for over 10 years now. And I mean, we do have the technology already there, but of course, I mean, any beta testing that we're doing now is really helping us improve the game further.
Thanks a lot for coming, guys, and I know you guys are having a fun time at PAX. It's been a long weekend, I know that much. Guys, stick with it. We have a little more coverage here from Frag World, and I'll see you guys next time.